Okay, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, Andy.
Is that what?
No, I was about to say to you before we start recording, I would say we probably are the official podcast of Tootsie branded fruit chews.
Oh, brother, I'm back on. I'm back on my bullshit.
Back on your yellow yellow dye number 5?
Yellow dye number 5.
Is that what it's called?
Do or die, baby.
Yeah.
Yellow 5.
This
Do
is
or
the
die.
This is the jumbo number 5. What's that?
Mambo number 5.
The Mambo number 5. Bang,
1,
bang,
2,
bang,
3, 4,
bang,
5. Lemon, cherry, orange, vanilla, lime.
Bang. Not bad.
Not bad.
But we were talking about it. My favorite fruit chew is obviously the vanilla fruit chew, the blue
Obviously,
one.
because it's gross.
I would
and
have
bad.
to assume that 90% of people, this is their favorite fruit chew.
You would assume wrong. So I bought that big ass bag because to get my yellow fruit chews, to get a big bag of those, I have to order them. I got to order them specially online. I assume there's some like small Mexican child picking through a huge pile, just taking out all of the yellow ones and putting them into a Ziploc, and so that takes time. It takes man hours. It's got to get delivered.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the store, and I have to get this big-ass bag that's mixed with all the ones I don't want. So I pick out all the yellows first.
You do? I was going to ask, do you ration the yellows, or you go all yellows
I
first?
can't. I tried to a little bit with this bag. So
Mixing some oranges,
I've been
mixing some greens.
I think I said like the first time we talked about my consumption of these on the podcast, I was eating like 2 pounds of them a week.
That's a problem.
Which was a big issue.
Were you just shitting out yellow fruit chew?
I was pretty much. I was a bit of I was a Play-Doh factory basically. So I got off them, but this weekend I was home by myself, and I was like, yeah, I basically relapsed. I was like, I just need something to fucking chew on. Sometimes you just gotta chew on something, you know. You just want that chew. You just want to have a sit down and have a good chew. And so I got I actually DoorDashed that bag from Target. It was like, that's the only thing I ordered. I was like, bring it to me.
When they ask and they're like, if it's not, like, what do you want as a replacement if this isn't there? Did they ask you that question?
I would have just locked the door.
But usually you have to submit it, like when you order.
No, what happens with, so I used Uber Eats actually.
Yeah, usually.
So if they only contact me if they don't have it.
Oh, see, I feel like when I order stuff from Uber Eats, like from the grocery store, which I don't do often, but I have, it's like if they don't have this item, here's the 3 closest replacements that you can choose from. Like you do that when you submit the order so that the shopper doesn't have to, wait on your ass.
Yeah, doesn't happen like that anymore. So I get the big bag delivered, and I try, because the lime ones I don't mind. Like I had a lime one first thing this morning because give you a little kick, give you a little kick to get the day going with a bit of lime. But then it was just diving right back deep in all the lemons. I just finished the last lemon before you got here.
So now what flavor is lime?
Lime's gonna be next.
What about orange?
Oh, see, that's the thing. So the last time I bought one of these big bags, I ate all the lemon immediately, and then I took the bag to the rehearsals for like the play because I knew people would eat them, and I couldn't resist. They were sitting right there, so I know that like when I buy this bag, every time I'm like, I'm just gonna eat the yellow ones, and I don't know what I'll do with the rest. But then I start getting that itch. I start getting that itch for a chew, and so I'll break into the limes. And now I know that at my breaking point, I will go for the orange.
Okay.
But that's as far as I'll go. I'm not touching the cherry.
Flavor?
It's cherry and then vanilla. Those are the flavors.
Dude.
And then vanilla. And I tried vanilla because I was like, you know what? Matthew likes these. People like the vanilla ones.
People do.
I'll give it a shot. I had to spit it out. It was disgusting.
I think they're the number 1 most popular fruit chew.
You're wrong, dude. A
lot
of people.
You just said people like the vanilla.
People like the vanillas, but people like the other one. But as many people, I would say it's a 50-50 split because, like I said, I brought the bag.
The vanillas are
people.
polarizing. You either love them or hate them.
Big time.
Okay.
That's the one thing I've discovered. It's a big deal.
It's something weird to me about a vanilla fruit chew because I'm anti-vanilla usually. Like plain vanilla ice cream doesn't serve a purpose to me unless you really got some hot fudge, maybe some peanut butter sauce, maybe a brownie underneath, cookie underneath, something warm. Vanilla ice cream really serves no purpose to this world. I think vanilla tends to sometimes be like the absence of flavor in a case like that. Not exactly. That's a quote from our father. But I have somewhat adopted it to show my dislike for most things that are just plain vanilla. But a vanilla fruit chew does not actually taste at all like vanilla, I would say.
Well, it tastes like vanilla.
It tastes
extract.
So here's the thing. It tastes like vanilla extract smells. That's what a vanilla fruit chew tastes like.
Absolutely
Yeah.
true. And it's gross.
Delicious.
It's really gross, man. It must be like what's that stuff? Cilantro. It must be like a cilantro thing. Like it just depends. Some people cilantro, it just tastes like soap. Some people with the vanilla fruit chews,
The vanilla fruit chew gene.
they have. Some people have that gene. Some people don't. It's all about.
They call it
it's
the
at
soap
the land
gene.
bridge.
Yeah, so they call it
the soap gene.
the soap gene.
The
Makes
vanilla
cilantro
soap
tastes
gene.
like soap. Which, do you like cilantro? I got no qualms with cilantro.
No, it tastes.
I'll take my shit with cilantro.
Of
on it.
course, I'm a cilantro man, pretty
Yeah.
much through and through.
No soap genes in this room.
You-
We should start. No. All right, I'll say it, but I don't mean it. We should start
Oh, God.
being prejudiced to people with the soap gene. We should take that as like, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
you think
yeah,
cilantro tastes bad?
Listen, you know me.
Like what it was the caste system?
Yeah.
Bottom tier people who have the soap gene.
Look, dude, you know me. Typically, anytime there's an opportunity to marginalize a group, I'm jumping right in. But with the soap people, I just can't do it. I think they're good people at heart. I think they can't help what they are.
Dude, I'm on the third Maze Runner book.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You're reading Maze Runner.
Yeah, I'm reading
That's
the
what
Maze
you've been
Runners.
doing.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
What's the name of the third one?
Death Cure.
So is the second one Scorch Trials?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many books are there?
This is a good question. So there's 3 books, and then there's 2 prequels, and then 2 sequels. But so it's
In the Maze Runner universe.
I was looking it up the other
past.
day.
I got you.
Wait,
so how many main books are there?
So there's 3 main books.
Okay.
It's Maze Runner Scorch Trials, Maze Runner Death Cure.
Right.
So
Those are the 3 that they've made into movies.
So there's more. Okay, so no, I lied. So there's the 3 books, and then there's 2 prequels, The Kill Order and Fever Code, and then I believe the Maze Runner book series order, and then I believe there's a like that post book that's like a side story.
Yeah.
It's a spin-off called Crank Palace.
Brother, what?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time at Crank Palace these days. No.
Yeah, but that's where Prince Andrew lives now that he's been excommunicated,
Because they
right?
call the people that get the flare cranks.
What the hell is the flare? Wait, Jesus Christ. Crank Palace. Come on, man.
I agree they didn't think of that name very well.
Vote to switch the podcast to
Crank
Crank
Palace.
Palace. All opposed?
All in favor.
All in favor? Aye. Welcome back to Crank Palace.
We should get a sign for our door. Crank
Palace. Oh, my God. Oh, man. We're in the Crank Palace. We're in the Crank Palace. That's the name of the studio.
That's so funny. I was looking at this the other night when I was laying in bed, and I had already I was done reading, and I just I thought of it.
Sure, your fiance was asleep. Dogs, things are winding down.
Crank
It's a
Palace.
quiet house.
No, because
time to hit the Crank Palace.
Last time my fiance was at Barnes and Noble's,
And you were home alone. You're like, well,
she was like, "Do you need anything?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been looking for a new book
I need you to get out of here so I can hit the Crank Palace."
No, I was at work.
Sorry, I got to take a quick bathroom break.
And she's like, "Do
AKA.
you need anything?" And I was like, "Yeah," because so it started with they put the Maze Runner movies on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I watched the first one because I remember watching it a while ago, and I was like, "Oh, this is good," and it was based off a book. So it was all in the same time frame. She's like, "Need anything?" I was like, "Yes." So she got me the first book, and then I finished the first book 2 weeks ago, and I didn't have the second book.
Classic reader's dilemma. That's what they call the reader's dilemma.
So she has a Kindle, which she was not using at the time. She's not in the midst of a book. So I'm like, hey, can I use your like? I want to dive right into the second book because I think I finished on like a Friday night. So I was going into a weekend. I guess I could have just gone and got it Saturday morning or whatever the case. Or maybe I finished it on a Thursday and then Friday, and I didn't get the book. Like I didn't get the book on, and then it was like Friday night, but it was like Friday night in, like we were hanging out. I was like, I didn't get the book, but I want to read. So I started using the Kindle. So then in turn, I just, without saying really anything, I just rolled right into the third book on the Kindle. And it tells you, like it shows like, I don't know. They're weird because it shows you like the Maze Runner series or whatever, and it has like the cover pages on it too. So on the cover page of the third book was like there was 5 books, and I was like, I thought there was only 3 movies. So then I looked it up, and I found out that the other 2 books showed in that are the prequels, and then I found out through Google. So I Googled it, and then I found out there's actually a 5th book or a 6th book too. But here's the thing. I've really enjoyed reading them. I know they're probably more like young adult books, but they're good.
Yeah.
They're, sci-fi-y, like whatever, action-y. And, but I gotta say, the first movie and the first book, so obviously I just watched the first movie when I read the first book. And the storyline is the same. Kind of, but there's a lot of major differences about how they like get things done, like more so than like a Harry Potter, I would say, because Harry Potter, the storyline's the same, they just cut a bunch of shit. These books and movies, like the first book and movie, they actually like they accomplish the same, like the movie ends in them accomplishing the same goal, but they accomplish that goal in like vastly different ways, and like with like characters show up, like characters have totally different storylines. Like it's weird to me the things that they changed in the movie. What are you laughing at?
I was thinking about. I'm sorry. You know how there's like have you heard of the term spank bank?
Yes.
I don't have a spank bank. I got a crank palace. Sorry, I was still on Crank Pals. I was listening to you for like a couple minutes, and then I was like, man, Crank Pals. Because you ever see the show Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch?
I've never seen it, but I know
he does this thing where he like goes into his mind palace and he like remembers crazy details and stuff. So that's become somewhat of a meme for some people. Like, oh, I got to go into my mind palace. It's like
Sean Spencer style.
Yeah, Sean Spencer style. But now it's like Crank Palace.
Sean Spencer invented the Crank Palace.
100%. Yeah. King of the Crank Palace.
Yeah.
King of the Crank Palace.
King of the Crank Palace.
But I apologize. I apologize.
No, I was just saying, like, as you heard, I was saying, like, the books and the movies, like, they change weird things, and I don't know why they changed them.
Brother, look, this is welcome to books, okay? Percy Jackson, those movies, fucking awful.
Can I continue?
In my opinion, because they changed everything.
I read the second book.
Similar.
And before I started reading the first book, like when they first put it on Netflix, I started the second movie. I watched like the first 20 minutes of it. So then I start reading the second book, and I actually had to check and see if I actually accidentally started reading the third book because I had watched the first 20 minutes of the second movie, and then I didn't go back to rewatch it once I started. So long story short, I finished the second book, and I started watching the second movie again. I have not finished the second movie, but I can tell you with the utmost certainty that these two entities, these two things that are one and the same, they're same title, it's actually not even remotely the same story. Like, it's not even the same story, and that does not make sense to me. Because the book was pretty good. I don't know how the second movie ends, but I'm saying I probably watched half of the second movie, and it's just not, like, I don't even know how to explain it.
No, you don't have to explain it, Matthew, because I know that I hear what you're experiencing.
Yeah.
And it's a classic, it's a thought experiment. They call it the reader's dilemma. And this happens.
Why is everything the reader's dilemma?
Because in this case, it is in fact the reader's dilemma. What I said before was the reader's dilemma. I don't remember what that was, but this is
When
you
you
know
don't
like
have
the
the
Sanford prison experiment.
Yeah.
This is the reader's dilemma, where they take a book that you enjoy and they make a movie out of it, but they change it almost to the point where it's unrecognizable. Reader's dilemma. It's a money thing, you know. You got to follow the money. It's a monetary situation. Now, look, I don't know how hands-on Harvey Weinstein was with the Maze Runner movies, but I assume it was a bit of a double grip.
What? He had something to do with it?
I'm just making up. I don't know.
Also, that's not
like
at all the reader's dilemma at all.
Did you Google reader's dilemma? What does that say?
The reader's dilemma refers to several challenges readers face, most commonly the internal conflict of deciding if a story's events could be real or the practical problem of choosing what to read next from endless options, balancing enjoyment, whatever.
That's wrong. That's just regular dilemma. That's a regular life dilemma.
So there's multiple. So the reality versus fiction dilemma is what I said, like deciding if whatever. Then there's the what to read next dilemma. That's considered the reader's dilemma. There's the finish or not to finish dilemma if it's a book. Then there's the format dilemma, a conflict between a joy of physical books and convenience of new reading systems. And then there's the series order dilemma for complex series, figuring out the correct reading order, prequels, novels, main stories. Those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the 5 readers' dilemmas.
And what I'm telling you right now is that is wrong. And what I said is the one true reader's dilemma. And now I'm no, I'm not even messing around now. It's not movies with the books. It's finishing a book and you don't have the next one. You don't have access.
That's what you said. The
first
reader's dilemma.
Yes,
and then you told me that wasn't the real reader's dilemma.
I'm switching up because
This
because
is
I was
your
joking.
reader's dilemma.
Matthew, I was joking.
This is your reader's
I was joking,
dilemma.
and now I'm being serious. That's the reader's dilemma. That's just stuff that happens. The reader's dilemma is not has nothing to do with the format. That's just a life dilemma. Those are regular ass dilemmas. The reader's dilemma, the true reader's dilemma. Those are regular ass dilemmas. The reader's dilemma is when you don't have immediate access to the next book in your series. That's the one true reader's dilemma. Are you going to eat that fucking thing, or are you just going to squeeze it?
I'm warming it up a little bit. I was thinking about
that.
I was thinking about shaping it into something.
Dude, so when the last time I had one of those big bags, I left it in my car and it was like cold outside.
Oh, they got hard?
So they'd get hard, but there's a difference between just getting hard and getting it like stale.
Oh, trust me, I know. Oh.
Yeah. So when they're just hard, what I would do, I'd be driving and I'd pick out my yellow ones and I'd stick them
in your grundle.
Yeah, I'd taint them. I'd taint pocket them, have them in my little taint pocket, and then I'd leave them there for a few minutes and warm them right up. Yeah. Softest, most delectable fruit chew. That's the reader's dilemma. That's the fruit chew dilemma.
I wish I could get my hands on this thing. You know
what? The fruit chew?
Yeah, and mold it. But then I'm not going to want to eat it.
Dude, I think even last time I talked about the fruit chews, we said we were going to have a fruit chew building competition.
Are we?
We could. We have that big-ass bag in there. Once I eat all the green ones, I am happy and disappointed that was not on camera.
That was almost too warm.
Yeah, right.
It was almost too warm,
dude. So again, when I would get my fruit chews delivered to me, like a king.
Trying not to chew in the mic.
Yeah, it is what it is. when I would get my fruit chews delivered to me, one time I got a bag that was stale. Ooh. It was everyone was hard. I should have gotten a refund or something. It was a bad situation. That's not how you ship fruit chews. So what I did was I put them in the microwave for like 7 seconds, heat them up. They regain a bit of their chewiness. A warm fruit chew, it's like a toasted Pop-Tart, you know?
Putting a fruit chew in the microwave has to be worse for you than smoking a pack of cigarettes a day.
No, man, you don't get it, because the microwaves go into the fruit chew and then they destalitize it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't taste good. I'm saying from a health perspective, I bet you
microwaves are good for you.
For every microwave fruit chew you eat, that's at least, I would say, 2 years off the lifespan.
Then I got maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
Because I ate a lot of that. I mean, that was a 2-pound bag, and I microwaved pretty much every one of those fruit chews. We lost
terrible.
a lot of good men out there.
That's terrible.
We put a lot of good soldiers into the wave.
We had a work event the other day. This guy was leaving, and we were out for wings after work, and I go into the bathroom at the wing place after eating wings to do my hand wash.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, to go to
hit the Crank Palace.
And long day at the office. And I get in the bathroom, and outside in the wing place, there's like music playing, like it wasn't radio, like they had some type of music playing, or maybe it was like 97 rock or whatever. It wasn't Christmas music, is really what I'm getting at. It was more like upbeat, just music that you'd find in a wing place.
Okay.
I walk into the bathroom.
Wing music. Standard wing music.
I walk into the bathroom, and Christmas Shoes is playing. So there's a different song playing in the bathroom, and it happened to be Christmas Shoes. And I'm like I'm washing my hands, and I'm like, wait a minute. I hear a faint noise of what I think to be Christmas shoes, and I couldn't tell right away. So as I'm in the mirror washing my hands, I'm trying to see if I can hear where maybe it is at the song, so I can start singing the song myself. So then when I stop, if it picks up like where I was singing, I'm like, oh, this is Christmas Shoes. So I'm in the bathroom washing my hands, looking in the mirror, just singing Christmas Shoes to myself. It was Christmas Shoes.
That's a strange kind of audio echolocation type situation. I like that. But they play Christmas Shoes in most restaurant bathrooms during Christmas time because, you know how some music, they'll do studies like you listen to this and like your cholesterol actually gets better. Christmas Shoes loosens up the colon.
Okay.
So I'd like to buy these shoes and your colon muscles just like something about
for my mama, please.
Stop! You're gonna make. I'm gonna shit my pants.
It Christmas time,
Matthew. I'm dead serious.
Matthew,
I'm turtling. I'm already starting to fart. You have to. You can't sing that. There's something about the Christmas shoes that it just that little boy he wants his mom to look pretty in case she meets Jesus tonight. It's just like, oh, a little something's coming out. That's medical. That's medical science.
That's science.
And that
it's medical.
is the reader's dilemma.
That's the number one thing you learn at medical school.
Yeah.
If somebody comes in with constipation, Christmas shoes.
Honestly, that'll work every time. You don't have to drink the prune juice. As a young man who spent his second grade year of school constipated, I'm talking how long is the school year? 160 days or something like that?
There's 104 days in summer vacation.
So what's 365 minus 104?
265 minus 4.
261. 261 days that year of my second from.
How many shits do you think you took over those 261?
I mean, 8 maybe.
Count on 2 hands.
Yeah, on 2 hands you can get, but that's it. You have to get to do it, but maybe 8 that whole year. That was God, and we tried everything except for Christmas shoes. And I think that's what that's what saved me.
That's a shit every month, approximately. That's 1 shit a month.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Those were the kind of numbers I was doing.
Can I potentially share some HIPAA personal information about you?
Me?
Yeah, from that time period that I vaguely remember.
I mean, I've given out most of my medical history on the show. So
was that when you went? They brought you to the doctors and x-rayed you for back pain?
Yeah, well, back pain is a symptom of constipation.
And then they were like, dude, you just have a lot of poop in you.
Yes, I've told this before on the podcast. Okay. I was in second grade, and I went to the doctor. I went to, the hospital, and they took x-rays of my torso, and we sat and waited for the x-rays to develop, and then the doctor came in and he said, okay, follow me, and he took us into a separate room to view these x-rays, which has never happened to me before. So we go into this room and the x-rays are up on one of those light boards, and he points, and it's my child's torso, 7-year-old torso, and there's like this gray mass from like the bottom of my pectorals down to my waist. And he goes, okay, so you see this? This is all poop. And I was like, oh, I guess that explains it. So that was the year.
We're going to shove a vacuum.
Yeah, we're going to shove a vacuum in both ends. That's the only...
Just suck it all out.
Just suck it all out. That's all we can do.
Seems
or
like
we can play Christmas shoes.
Seems like a more efficient way in general. That's the next iteration of the toilet. Just a little butt vacuum.
No.
Sucks it right out.
No, that'll never happen.
That'll turn into the crank palace real quick.
That's when humanity will really fall. When we stop, when our time becomes so focused on working, when we're all working as Amazon, what do they call it? What do they call the fulfillment centers? We're all working.
We're
Amazon
Ready Player One.
When we are Ready Player Ones, and we can't even get the time to enjoy a poop, that's when we're done.
There's a new one of those coming out, or did it already come out? Ready Player 2?
Haven't heard a thing about it.
Really?
Nothing.
I'm pretty sure.
But I need to talk about this movie, Matthew. This is important. The new Knives Out movie.
Oh, dude, I haven't watched it yet.
You have to watch it, Matthew. It's the best one of the three. It's my favorite of the three, I should say. Meaning it's probably the best one because my taste is so impeccable. But it is great. And I was worried because Glass Onion was like, I don't know, Glass Onion was okay, but it wasn't as good as the first one. So I was worried like they're not gonna hit it with this. And I'm such a big fan of the Kenneth Branagh Poirot movies, Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile, and A Haunting in Venice, and those do kind of decrease in quality, even though I love them and I hope they continue to make them. But Knives Out, boom, boom, boom. I mean, talk about a build. Like, this movie was so good.
So,
number one, great end credit song.
Okay, I like that.
I've been singing it. I've been listening to it. I Alexa play Hootie Volume 10'd it at home.
Nice.
As soon as the movie was done. It's called Come On Up to the House by Tom Waits.
Okay.
And it is...
Oh, yeah, Come On Up to the House by Tom Waits.
There's almost nothing that I love more than a good end credit song. I found a lot of great music in the end credits of things. There was a show on Hulu called Difficult People. Their end credit song is by a band called White Reaper.
Yeah, it's like, it's all for real. I'm telling you how I feel. So
right. Yeah, and then there's this other one. There was a show called The Awesomes with Seth Meyers, and another Hulu show, animated, and that end credit song, you know what I'm talking about. It was
I know, you know, that I'm not telling the truth. I know, you know, you just don't have any room.
Yes, that's that. Yeah, exactly. So I find a lot of great music, and this is an absolute. I mean, watch the movie, and you're gonna love it. And even if you don't, stick around because this fucking song is unbelievable. Oh. That's all you get. That's a little taste.
It's a jungle out there.
You want? Oh man, Randy Newman,
dude,
top artist of all time.
Are you? Can I change subject?
Switch it up.
I got two things to say, and then we got to do the Who Would Win the Week.
Yeah, folks. There's so much going on. You've got so much on your plate. Why take up more of your time with little things like having to go to the grocery store? My personal least favorite. I've started getting my groceries delivered, and it has changed everything for me. I am genuinely more happy of a person not having to deal with going through those aisles, people just running into other things with their carts, like people not looking each other in the eye. I really hate the grocery store, and the parking lots, forget about that. The great news is Instacart exists. And you might not know this, but you can get more than just groceries on Instacart. You can also get some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your front door in as little as 1 hour, boy. But the best part is right now, Two in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. All you have to do to get that deal is hit the link in this episode description. Start taking things off your plate and putting different things on your plate. Food delivery joke. It's not really a joke. It was just kind of a thing I said. The point is this. Make your life a little easier with Instacart. Hit the link in this episode description. Get that deal and start using Instacart today. Listen, like I said, you've been working hard. And I think you deserve to treat yourself. And there's no better way to do that than to check out all the great stuff we've got over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. We've got more than just clothes, but let me say this. The clothes, they're going to make you look good and make you feel good, okay? This is not some cheap, weird, like that Gildan brand, and it fits disgusting. This is like, you're going to want to wear this stuff. It's super comfortable. The t-shirts especially. I'm talking tri-blend material. That's 3 kinds of material. That's Target quality, folks. But we've also got mugs and pint glasses and bucket hats and baseball hats, slides, notebooks, fanny packs, all made to order. So again, get yourself something nice and check it out over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Link is also, of course, going to be in this episode description. Check it out. And if you're interested in advertising on this show, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. You know, man, the podcast advertising, it feels like it gets bigger every week. Every week I listen to, my regular roster of podcasts, and it's like, Chevy is doing ads on podcasts now. Oh, Nissan's doing ads on podcasts now, like car companies, but not just them. McDonald's, State Farm, like massive brands that have massive ad budgets that do big commercials on the Super Bowl every year and all this stuff, and it's very cool. I mean, I can't think of anything in my lifetime that has created its own space for advertising in the realm of like television, newspaper, but now podcasts are right there with them, and that's only going to get bigger, and that's really cool. The problem is that there's not really any room for smaller or local businesses to get in on the action. At least they haven't yet. But the good news is that's what we're here for, all right? That's what we're all about. So again, if you're interested in learning more about all the benefits to podcast advertising and what it can do for you, hit us up, reach out to us at snackspotsports@gmail.com.
We were in Nashville. Do you remember the older gentleman who was singing "It's a Wonderful World" on the street?
No.
Okay. I'd previously seen this older gentleman in Nashville twice. I'd seen him when we were there, and then I saw him when I was there for work a year ago. When I was just in Nashville, it was in a different location, same guy, singing the same song. I've decided that because he fits the role so perfectly, that he only sings "It's a Wonderful World." I think all day long he stands on the streets of Nashville and only sings "It's a Wonderful World." It's a wonderful... And he honestly nails it. But I don't think he has anything else in his bag.
Why would you... He doesn't need to. That's a thing. Because there's so much foot traffic where he is. And why not hit him with your number one every time? Because you're getting a new audience. Sorry, wrong pipe. You're getting a new audience every 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's honestly the best way to make money.
So anyway, they're making a Ready Player 2. Steven Spielberg is working on it.
All right.
They got the nod. They're in like the exploratory phase per the internet.
Well, we'll see what happens. I feel like it's maybe been in that position for a minute.
Ooh, you think it's been sitting?
I think it might be. I
like the first Ready Player.
I like the first one a lot too. I think I like it less the more I rewatch it, but I liked it a lot when it came out.
I just rewatched it not long ago. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm wrong. The problem is his favorite, the main guy. He says his favorite movie is a film called Buckaroo Banzai. Do you remember that part?
Yes.
Where he changes into the costume that the character wears. Buckaroo Banzai.
When they go out
on the dancing.
Yeah. Dancing Yeah. Because they play that song. Don't they dance?
I hope so, because that's a great fucking tune.
Because they emo. Dance. Yeah. Oh, look it up. Keep going.
Buckaroo Banzai is a terrible fucking movie. I don't know why it became like a cornerstone of the 80s. I don't know why that character enjoyed it. It's got some interesting things in it. Jeff Goldblum is in it, for one. The guy who was the RoboCop, he is Buckaroo Banzai, but it's really bad. And it bothers me that they treat it as like, this is a cool thing, because it's not. It stinks. And if you haven't seen it, prove me wrong. Go ahead and watch it, because it's bad.
No, it's Staying Alive is the song I think that they listen to.
Not bad. Favorite number one Bee Gees song? It's got to be You Don't Know What It's Like. You don't know what it's like. You don't know
Top
what
5
it's
Bee Gees
like.
songs.
You don't know what it's like. What you doing? You should be dancing. Yeah.
Isn't that the one we were just singing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's number 2. More Than a Woman. More than a woman.
Okay.
More than a woman to me.
Okay.
Staying Alive, I'll put it 4. And then number 5, I like to leave that one open. I like to leave that one open because sometimes it changes. Yeah, you never know.
I couldn't have named one single Bee Gees song except for the fact that I just looked it up and it said "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees.
They got a couple. Of good. I remember the day that Robin Gibb died.
Who's Robin Gibb from Bee Gees? I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's one of the Bee Gees.
Was he B or G?
He was. He was not included in that because he was R, I guess.
No, because it's BEEGEE, so you don't need to be. All right.
I don't know. I don't know where he fit in.
Let's do a Who Win of the Week.
Okay, fine. The Who Win of the Week this week is a Blow Pop versus a Tootsie Pop. This is a crazy battle because they're both basically the same thing.
It's crazy to me because I can't believe we've never done it. Now, there's a few key differences, one of them being their difference in shape. Blow Pops are very much...
they're like
elongated.
Elongated, yes.
Whereas Tootsie Pops are extremely round.
Yeah.
They both have the extra layer of protection in the middle.
But the way that the Tootsie Pop does it is it's like a round, you know what I mean? And then the Blow Pop. No, I know. Look up a Tootsie Pop right now, brother. I'm telling you. This is a bit of a Mandela effect for you because the Blow Pop has the ring, the extra candy ring in the center for structure. The Tootsie Pop has it around like
you're right. You're right.
Saturn's ring or something.
So here's the one thing I'll say about the Blow Pop right off the jump. No, they're both, dude.
Show me.
Fuck no, you're right.
Yeah, of course I am. Right. You're gonna come at me with Blow Pop.
Tootsie Pop is
Blow Pop trivia.
Tootsie Pop is.
I know. I'm one of the few people who got to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Here's my thing about Blow Pops versus Tootsie Pops. So I tend to like Tootsie Pops better, personally. This is not to do with the fight. Because I like the sweet savory combo. I think the flavors that they offer of Tootsie Pops lead into the chocolate better. Whereas flavors that they offer in Blow Pops definitely lead into the gum better. But I just don't like those flavors as much. Here's, I would say, the biggest problem that Tootsie Pops is going to have is that a lot of times, even with the center ring being the thickest part of a Tootsie Pop, you almost get a little bit of gum edge showing from where they must like fill
Tootsie edge.
No.
You're talking about the Blow Pop?
I'm talking about Blow Pops.
Yeah.
You get almost a little like gum leakage on the one side usually. You never get that with the Tootsie Pop. There's only one way to get to the Tootsie at the center of a Tootsie Pop, and it's through. The other thing about a Tootsie Pop, too, is like if you were to bite a Tootsie Pop, it'll chip off like slate, like the rock, like a layer will chip off, but you can't really bite a Tootsie Pop. I haven't tried it in a long time, but I think that if you bit a blow pop, you could just compress it in onto the gum.
Yeah, I think this is where this fight naturally begins, is with the candy shell, the lollipop, the sucker shell, and the shell of the blow pop. It has that sturdier middle ring as opposed to the Tootsie Pop's outer ring, but it is a fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. But basically, it's a lot easier to crack.
It's a more
it's more breakable.
It's a more brittle. It's a more brittle. Candy on the hard candy.
The candy shell of the blow pop is more fragile than the Tootsie Pop shell for sure. So you can get to the gum you can get to the center really fast.
Yeah.
But the problem is that gum is going to last forever. And the Tootsie center of a Tootsie Pop, it goes too fast every time for me.
Well, the gum doesn't necessarily last forever though, because of so let me pose this to you. If you're if we were saying that a stick of gum is alive, do you think it's dead when it just decays into nothing, or do you think it's dead once the flavor's gone?
When it decays, the flavor, it doesn't matter.
Thing, though,
it doesn't matter about the flavor.
Is that the reason that the Tootsie Pop goes quicker is because you're intentionally or like the Tootsie. It's because you're intentionally swallowing.
It falls apart. I'm telling you, I've eaten a Tootsie Pop quite recently, and it deteriorates very quick once you get to that. The enzymes break it down.
The external shell plays such a larger role in this fight than the internal substance.
I don't know, dude. I want to agree with you. It makes sense
to me,
but it does. But I disagree with the end game.
The Tootsie Pop would be able to get a blow pop down to just the gum.
Yeah.
With still quite a bit of structure and strength to its outer shell.
Easily.
So then how is the gum going to beat the outer shell?
Swallows it. Suffocates it. It makes it part of the gum.
See, but I don't think the gum is capable of that, because to me,
that gum is almost impossible to kill. I'm telling you, it
probably could last, and it could probably survive a nuclear. Yeah,
it's the cockroach of candies. That gum, that's the thing. You can beat it to hell, that blow pop, but that gum, you just can't get rid of it. You just can't. It's always even if you think you've got it beat, even a tiny little piece of that gum, it's gonna last. It's gonna survive. The gum is a survivor. It's the cockroach. It's a zombie. It's undead candy that remains eternal. And the Tootsie Pop, while it's strong, its lifespan is just not sustainable compared to a blow pop. You can get to the center of the blow pop way easier.
Is there okay? I'm going to throw out one more last chance fighting argument, because I completely understand what you're saying. Is there enough gum in the center of a Tootsie Pop to wrap itself fully around? Is there enough gum in the center of a blow pop to wrap itself fully around a Tootsie Roll without holes to truly suffocate it? Because I don't know that there is. If there is, you're probably right. But I don't know that there is. And I think if it just try, because that's the one thing I do know about Tootsie Pop or blow pop gum, is the more you stretch it, like the more brittle it becomes. So if
I thought the opposite.
No, it starts to get like, you know when you've been chewing a piece of gum for way too long? You know what I'm talking? And it gets almost like, it's not even chew anymore, it's mushy.
Okay.
And it's like almost like pieces of it are breaking off. That's what happens to a blow pop gum, I feel like.
Then it's really just this is a battle of wills more than anything at that point.
And to me,
who wants it more?
That hard shell of the Tootsie Pop. I just answered my own question. I'm taking a Tootsie Pop, and the reason being is because I don't think there's enough gum in the middle to stretch over the entire Tootsie Pop. And with that being said, if the Tootsie Pop continues to, or if the blow pop gum continues to try to wrap itself around the Tootsie Pop, it's going to do more damage to itself than it will
That's the part
The
that I
Tootsie Pop.
disagree with. I think that the blow pop gum is unstoppable.
I'm taking Tootsie Pop.
I'm taking the blow pop just because
I
I
agree,
again
the gum,
in a
but I
battle
think
of
the
wills,
gum
in a
deteriorates
battle of
itself,
wills,
'cause I
in a
don't
battle
think-
of wills, that gum has an urge to survive.
But how? Yeah, it's kind of like flubber.
It's a flubber, but
Yeah.
not. It doesn't dance. It just
Yeah.
consumes.
Does it bounce? No, it's Bumbles.
That's
my bad.
Bumbles. Yeah, you're thinking of Bumbles.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking Tootsie Pop.
Blow pop.
Yeah, we're splitting today. Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. Who would win of the week? Tootsie Pop v. Blow Pop. I can't believe we've never done that one before.
I know.
Andy, as we wrap up here, closing remarks.
I'm sorry, I didn't have anything prepared. My
God
speech.
damn it.
My speech. I don't know.
I got nothing else really.
I got this in a cool tray.
Oh yeah, we got.
Yeah, but maybe we'll figure out how it
yeah.
works, to make them look
Yeah.
good. That's a tough
Yeah.
one. I can put some books in there.
Just Wayne
I don't know,
Gretzky's
but-
crotch.
Well,
Behind
it's
me.
covered
what
up.
Else, but what else would I rather have directly behind me?
Exactly.
Shout out to the guy on YouTube who once made the YouTube video Wayne Gretzky's Goldfinger. I don't think I don't know anything about the guy. He could be a horrible person, so not actually shout out him, but it's one of the greatest YouTube videos of all time.
Check it out.
Don't check it out.
Think about checking it out.
Yeah, not with your children in the car.
Nope. Get into your Crank Palace and check it out.
That's a great Crank Palace video. Just saying right now.
Because it's not Crank Palace. It's not all.
It's not-
It's not all that one thing.
It's for mental cranking too.
mentally crank, dude.
Yeah,
if you're
you
not
can mentally crank in the Crank
you have
Palace
to mentally
too.
crank. If you're not mentally cranking, you're mentally decaying.
I'm mentally cranking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times.
That's why I read all these books.
I
you know?
7x.
I have to mentally crank. I mentally crank 3 times a day is usually my limit for mental cranking.
Yeah.
But that's I'm working on sociology, anthropology, quantum
you're into
physics.
the apologies?
I'm on a bit of apology kick.
Didn't know you were into
but
the
I'll
apologies.
never apologize.
Ooh,
Because
never apologize for the apology.
never apologize for the apologies.
Andy,
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too. Let's get out of here. Thanks, folks.